All right. I've had a day, dude. It has been mayhem. My equipment is all weird. The internet on
Uh-oh.
the Wi-Fi on the and the internet on the island is going weird. So, um, and I've been late to everything. So I'm very glad that I was here mostly on time. So that's
Well, I
that's
appreciate
my
you being
day.
here.
Yeah. We have not met before.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
I just joined recently the War Room. I think it was November, late November when I joined. So just pretty much been getting into it, getting into the calls, and some newer on the group.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad
That's
to
great.
glad to be in here and looking forward to learning.
It's a great place. Um, well, how can I help?
Sure. So, I initially saw your, post in the mastermind about, you know, reaching out. I really wanted to try to, reach out and see, like, I think I've been struggling lately with my next step, I guess. I made the first purchase, so very much a beginner. I bought my single family home in 2020 when I got to my current duty station, and have been renting a room out since I got here. I'm about to PCS, and I'm looking at it as kind of like a good time for me to buy again. And I just kind of struggled, like, I guess with strategy, with career. Like, I'm not sure if I want to stay in or get out. I'll be approaching in about August 2025 is when my contract will be up. So I got a lot of unknowns in my life right now, and I really want to just continue to make progress, even if it's, just the next step. I'm not trying to buy some huge, make a big leap. I'm just looking for that, next step to continue getting me momentum in my journey in real estate investing. And I want to just reach out and talk to others in the war room. And so, once I saw uh, your post, I thought that'd be a great opportunity, just to learn from others and see what you had to say. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Happy to help. Where do you live?
El Paso, Texas.
Okay. And what kind of real estate do you have now?
Currently, I just own a single family home here in El Paso.
Okay. And you're trying to buy one. You're just trying to get the next one.
Right, right, yep.
Okay. Do you go to any local meetups?
I've gone to a couple. Not really any recently. I just got back from a deployment about 2 months ago. So, but
Bro, I know how
before
that
that,
goes. How long? How
yeah,
long were you gone?
9 months. I was in Qatar.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah, that's fair.
9 months is a long time. 9 months is a long time, but Qatar is like kind of the nicest place to do it.
That's fair. That's fair. Grateful
But
for
no,
that. But
yeah, I totally understand. When you're away, you lose momentum. I totally get it. The first thing I'd always say, like whether you want to buy in El Paso or not, like the way that this, the way that things work is by immersion. So the more that you're just around it and thinking about it and talking about it and getting around it and getting around deals and getting close to deals, the more likely that you're going to get one. So the fastest thing you can do, and I very much understand what it's like to come back after 9 months and be like not functioning the way that you want to or should or normal is. Who knows what normal is? Um,
yeah.
so no dig, but that's probably in a lot of ways, that's probably the easiest thing that you can do in terms of like getting back into the immersion of just like, you know, getting around people that are talking about it. So the first thing I always tell people is like, dude, you got to get around your local community. Even if you don't want to buy in that area, like just getting around where it's like once a week, if you can, if there's a meetup at least once a week, a lot of them are monthly, but there's usually a couple in town. So, 2, 3, 4 a month, if you could go and just be around it, and show people that you're serious and that you show up and that you're reliable and that you're playing the long game, like that is very low risk. It's 1 hour a week. It's or 2 hours a week, whatever it is. It's kind of a low risk, high impact thing to do. So I always recommend starting there just to be around it. Secondly is I would really narrow down like what do you want to buy. Um,
Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot about that too recently, and I think I don't want to. I want to have a focus, not skip around from one different strategies. So strategy is something I've been thinking about, but and with the market doing what it is, I think a lot of people preach it is house hacking. I think if I were next, because I'm PCSing to go to school for like 6 months, then I'm coming right back here. So I think that gives me an opportunity to like be looking while I'm at school, and then when I get back here, I can buy again and
when
house
do you go to
hack when I
school?
get back. March.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Um, I would. Yeah, you're not going to go to meetups while you're in school, but you could look at deals every day. You could look at deals. So I definitely don't hate that idea. I mean, those are the two ones. Like, if you're not looking at deals, there's no chance you're going to put. If you're not looking at deals, you're not putting an offer on deals. If you're not putting an offer on deals, then you're not going to get any deals. So it's just, um, you know, you got to be hunting the market for something to pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem that it's not that complicated.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think, my initially when I first got in the army, I was like, it was like that holy crap moment. Like, I don't know, I got to find somewhere to live. I've never taken a finance class, so what I did was a lot of reading, and I'm thankful that I bought when I did because in like July of 2020 is when I started reading about it, and then I closed on this home in November of 2020. So proud that I didn't analysis paralysis. I didn't wait and try to. So that's what I'm trying to prevent now, and I can feel my like with joining the war room in November, and I've seen all these other masterminds out there trying to not get caught up in like trying to read and analyze everything, trying to get a focus. And I think, within the war room and focusing on my strategy, which I think right now my plan is to, get a house, do house hacking when I get back. It's not a huge, and I can use my VA loan again. That's what I'm thinking, and it's not such a huge step where I'm trying to do anything crazy, like go into some big commercial thing. It's I'm just trying to get momentum, get to the next deal. Um, that's
You're
what I've been thinking as of now.
what you're asking is very reasonable. What you want to do is very reasonable. How old are you?
25.
Yeah, that's why it seems hard, but that's okay. That's why it seems hard for everybody. When I bought my first one, it was in 20 something 28, 27. It was hard. So yeah, you're not asking anything crazy. You just gotta. I think myself and what a lot of people do is they just go like, oh, it's not perfect, and so then they don't buy. And I'm like, you're not gonna get something perfect. And with especially with rentals, like, man, if you get close enough, like, um, time will really, real time is a really good tailwind for real estate. So you buy something. I've had deals that hobbled along and barely made money, and it's like, dude, if it hobbles along and breaks even, you don't have to make any. You can okay, well, I'm getting equity. So I had a deal that was like really, really bad. It was really just mediocre. It was like it was my first house, a little condo. It really didn't go up in value over 10 years while everybody else was going way up. And then I just ended up selling it because I'm like, this thing just barely cash flows and it doesn't go up in value. Let's just sell it. And it's like, that was worst case scenario. It was like some deal that I bought that I didn't really know what I was doing, and it kind of hobbled along, but I get to learn a lot, and like,
Yeah.
and then you can sell it later. So like the downside risk, worst case scenario, if you buy something that doesn't make money, God forbid it doesn't make money, and you're like, well, what do you lose? Do you lose $300 a month? It doesn't. It's not like you're gonna. It's not like a gamble. It's not a lottery ticket. It's not like, oh shit, I invested everything in this deal and now it loses money. It's like, dude, go get something. Try to get it to make money, get close, and then I don't want to say roll the dice, but like go buy it, and then if it does well, you'll be like, okay, what I do right, what I do wrong. If it does bad, what I do right, what I do wrong, and then you go get the third one, because the one is never gonna make or break you. It's going to be a portfolio. So it sounds like you know that. It sounds like you already know that. So I would, I'd go buy something. You got cash? You got cash in the bank?
I do.
Yeah. What's the problem?
I guess it's just, being not newer. Just wanted to kind of like a sounding board.
Yeah.
Hey, am I on, like, is this logical what I'm thinking, or
It's more than logical. It's very reasonable. It's not even outrageous. It's just like, it's too reasonable. Because here's what's going to happen. I'll tell you what, Hannah, like after you get 2, 3, 4 of these, you're going to be like, oh, I need to go way bigger. But then you'll have the confidence you can go bigger. So like, yeah, I would just go get something. And this is why I tell people like immersion, because you need people around in your life. You need like, what if everybody in your life was like, yeah, buy this, go get fucking 10 of them. And then you start doing it and you start making money and you're like, oh yeah, yeah. The people who then tell you like, oh, real estate's this and don't buy that, it's risky, and that, those are the people that you start realizing are the unreasonable ones. Those are the ones that you're like, I don't want to be around these people. And I understand, like, I understand you just did 9 months out there. Like, there's not a lot of investors you were probably hanging out with, talking to out there. They're,
right?
they're playing video games and going to the gym and talking about what kind of car they're going to buy when they get back. So
Exactly.
yeah, so I get that, and that's why I tell people, like, the first thing I always tell people is like, immersion is get around people that are, that make you feel like, oh yeah, this is prudent, this is smart, this is wise, and it works. And yeah, I think you're, it seems like you're doing a good job of that. War Room, you reach out to me, you've reached out to some others, like that seems like you're trying to do that. So yeah, dude, you're on the right track. Go buy something.
I'll write that down. Go buy something.
Go buy something. You're not going to learn what works until you like write out what you think is going to happen, and then you measure it against what actually happens. And then you learn, oh, like, I'll give you an example. I bought a 24 unit in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I was like, hey, it's going to be cash flow like this, and it's going to be like this, so we're going to raise the rents and this and that. And then what seems obvious after the fact, right, is the place was all one-bedroom properties. They're all one-bedroom units. And so who lives in a one-bedroom, low-income property? Not families.
Right.
Not wealthy people. Not wealthy people don't live in a $700 a month, one-bedroom apartment building. So you get young people and idiots.
Yeah.
Think about it. Who lives in a one-bedroom? Nobody with kids. I mean, I live in even me out here in Maui in a 600 square foot. It's 2 bedrooms. I'm like, hey, we got guests sometimes. We got to have a second bedroom. So, yeah, single people who are not long-term tenants or like drug addicts or degenerates or other idiots. And so what I learned was the thing. It's not on the paper. Everything on paper says it's gonna make money. What I realized is I was attracting a poor tenant base. So now I learned, I'm like, oh, I just don't do that anymore. I don't buy anything with too many single unit rooms, unit mix. I would never have learned that on paper. I had to go buy the property and own it and understand what was going wrong. So I also think like, hey, dude, go buy something, because even if it doesn't like knock it out of the park, even if it breaks even, it's like, how much are you willing to pay for education and experience? $300 a month. So even if you know what I mean, even if you lost $300 a month, which I don't think you will, because you seem prudent enough, even if you lost money, I got a property in Charlotte that probably loses me $300 a month right now, and I don't love it, but I want to own that property in that part of Charlotte, over the next 10 years. So it'll wash out. Is it a great investment or whatever? No, but it's going up in value. So it's worth a little bit of a monthly, let's say it's my college payment. So you can't do that too many times over, but like I wouldn't get too hung up on, the analysis paralysis, which doesn't sound like you are, but you can go faster. And if you go faster, you'll learn faster, and then you'll have more experience, and then you'll have more resources, and then like you said, the momentum becomes exponential.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm mainly just looking for right now is momentum because of take a pause with the deployment, and now I'm ready to hit the gas pedal again and just get, immerse myself in it and get networking with a new room. I'm going to the Keystone thing, so quick
Good.
sign up for that.
I won't.
Looking forward to that.
I won't be there, but I never want to miss another one. Yeah. How are you analyzing deals? What software are you using?
This is a Bigger Pockets calculators.
Okay. I got some buddies that have this analysis software that's really robust. I don't know if you need it, but I'll send it to you.
Thanks, I appreciate
that. Yeah, dude, it sounds like you're on the right track. You just need a little. Do you go to your squad meetings?
So I do. We've had a couple, but it's just the time zone thing. We've had a lot of people like, oh, I can't make it. We're trying to work through those kinks to try to smooth it out. But I had reached out to them actually this week. Like, hey, let's get this, going again. So hopefully we'll be able to get that resumed this weekend and try to make every, war room call I can. So.
Yeah, get your squad together. I mean, time zones are hard. I'm in Maui. I have the same problem. But
yeah.
Those are the people that become your weekly immersion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll do for sure.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. It sounds like you're on the right track. I'd love to see. Where's your enthusiasm, though?
It's there.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
It is. Yeah, I feel you. I'm very animated, so I'm just trying to. Just teasing. All right. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah. Do you know what you want to buy? Do you have an idea? You want to buy you just want to do another single family house hack?
That's what I'm thinking. A single family. In my area, there's not a ton of multifamily, which I'll still look for them to do like a house hack that way. But I'm leaning towards another single family.
Yeah. Collect them. How long are you in? Besides school, how long are you in? What is it? What city is it?
Where am I now?
Yeah.
El Paso.
Yeah. How long are you there for?
So I've been here for 3 years, and then when I get back, I'll be here should be another 3 years.
Yeah. Scoop it up, dude, while you're there. Is that where you're from?
I'm from South Carolina.
Okay. Yeah. 3 years, that's a lot of property you can buy in 3 years.
Get what I can while I'm here, and then on to the next after that.
Yeah, you can do a lot. Right? You can do a lot in that amount of time. So, yeah, it sounds like you know what to do. But I like this though. Keep people around. Like it's a good really lesson to just how to keep people around that. Make you feel like not just what you're doing is right, but like make you not just feel what's right, but like, competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So keep those people around.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Just wanted to, you know, talk through that with someone and
Yeah. I get it. Trust me. Especially when you're new, you're like, is this fucking real? I had friends, I had a
yeah.
woman who I'm not friends with her anymore. I was like, hey, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy this rental property, and then I think it's gonna go well, and then I'm gonna buy one a year for the next 10 years. And then I'm gonna have, you know, uh, the rents will go up, and then, I'll have $10,000 a month in passive income, and I'll be set. And she looked at me right dead in the eyes. This is like 2014, 15, 16, somewhere in there. And she's like, you're fucking crazy. It's never going to work. And that was 8 years ago. 9 years ago. Yeah, it worked exactly as I said it would work. Plus, it went faster. So,
Nice.
but if I had hung out with her, it never would have happened.
Yeah. Surround yourself with the people who are, lift you up, not bring you down, for sure.
Yeah. So, and you got a good group. So, it'll be easy.
Excited. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to, growing my portfolio and getting momentum, progress.
Yeah. It'll work. It'll be easy. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful.
Definitely, for sure. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your time and just for meeting with me. I really,
Of
really
course.
appreciate it.
Of course. I always ask people if you could, if you don't mind, share the link or a little, share the link in the war room, because I always like talking to other people. So just trying to spread it around. I want to talk to as many folks as possible.
Sure.
The Calendly link. Yeah.
Will do, for sure.
All right. Okay, Hannah. Yeah, we'll stay in touch. I'll see you around, I'm sure. I won't be at the Keystone thing, but something else.
The next one. Catch you on the next one. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
I'll see you around. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Be well.